In 2 Corinthians chapter 12, the apostle says that he had a thorn in his flesh. And he says that this thorn was something that he pleaded with God. He says, 3 different times I asked God to remove this thorn from me. But he didn't. God did not remove the thorn. And he says that in the midst of this, that what he learned is, in verse 9, he says, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. That's 2 Corinthians 12:9 in the ESV. And he says after that, he says, therefore I will boast all the more gladly of my weaknesses, so that the power of Christ may rest upon me. As I think about the things that I'm going through right now in the midst of my father's illness, that one of the things that's been consistent is this feeling that I can't do anything. Of course, I can pray, and that's a wonderful gift that God has given us. Truly to be able to knock on the door of the throne room of heaven and say, God, here's my father, and I'm asking you to take him into your hands and to heal him, and to know that he hears me. To think of all the scriptural promises about prayer. But I think that on a personal level, just internally, spiritually, what I'm experiencing right now is that sense of strength. I'm here now alone for the last 2.5, 3 days since my son went back home. And it's just me and my dad and my future stepmother. And it would be easy for me to fall apart. And I can only imagine that without Jesus that I would be an absolute mess right now. And I want to be clear. Ecclesiastes tells us there's a time to mourn. There's a time to be a mess. Right now isn't one of those